Okay. Specific groups 22.2 exercise prescription. So, an exercise prescription can be given out by health and medical experts, which is where a specific fitness plan is created to fit the needs of a person in a specific group. They may be part of a wide range of specific groups, such as children, the obese, or disabled, which are the three I've chosen to talk about. Despite the good prescribed exercise could be contraindications, put the participant at risk. Um, Contraindications happen when physical and mental conditions stop a participant from doing exercise due to how there becomes an increase in the risk of injury/harm that can affect the participant. There are two types of contraindications which vary the likelihood of harm being done. Absolute contraindications are more threatening to the health of the participant than relative contraindications. This means that it will stop the process of partaking in the sport completely, whilst relative contraindications will allow for the person to participate in sport, but you must still be quite cautious. Prescribe exercise prescription though is where, like, if you have these contraindications such as the absolute ones, myocardial infarction, severe infections, fever, even psychological distress can stop you completely from participating in sport. So you get prescribed this uh, exercise plan to get you back on track to increase your health. Um, yeah, for children um, for whom may suffer uh, these contraindications in the slide, such as broken bones, being obese, or having anxiety. There are a few ways that prescribed methods that could be used to improve their health and fitness. Broken bones are an absolute contraindication, as this will completely halt the person from partaking due to how they have lost complete function of a limb if they've broken an arm or a leg, or because of any aggravation to the injured area could see the person not being able to take part in the exercise for longer due to the pain. Rehab is the best way for the person to get back to full fitness, as a few weeks rest and see the bones heal over. However, this won't see the person able to participate straight away, as the bone will still be weak. The child needs to still be eased into activity with non-weight bearing activities to see if the child can support themselves. Adding weight over time will improve strength and psychological confidence in their ability. Um, and children's bones will heal quicker anyway due to the increased productivity of osteoblasts and osteoclasts compared to adults. Um, However, if the child was obese, then this would be a relative contraindication, as they would still be able to participate in sport, especially if they participated in their curricular exercise at school. Just a couple of hours of this exercise a week will improve their attitude towards physical activity and keep them active. Mixed with joining the sport club, which may be at the weekend or even during weekdays. This could raise the hours they are exercising to around 5 a week. This would decrease body fat percentage, and as a result of this, they'll reduce blood pressure, high cholesterol, and the chance of getting heart disease. Joining the club can also improve psychological state, as children can be anxious about what others will think of them, whether they're any good at the sport, or if they will know any of the people they'll be participating with, any friends. I've stated in the slide that anxiety is also a relative contraindication, and this is because I feel that there's no physical impairment that will absolutely stop them from participating. But anxiety does come in many stages, and there could be many that will allow them still to participate in sport. However, there will be a few more. Well, there will be a few that are so severe that they can't participate, and this would then mean that it's an absolute contraindication. So there's like a thin line between whether it's absolute or relative. Joining a club could then improve the way that the children think of each other. They may join and be welcomed by they'll be welcomed by some, but a majority of players, yeah, majority of people will welcome you into a team. It's hard to find people that will completely seclude someone from a team, especially when the manager will want them all to be included. Obese group. Obese participant may also suffer from anxiety due to how they may feel that there's people laughing at their performance or making fun at their appearance. Again, they may suffer from different intensities of anxiety, but joining a club which specifically helps the needs of people suffering with obesity will improve the way that they can exercise. It's because they feel more relaxed. They're surrounded by people who would feel the same if they're poked fun at. So you're not going to get any of those remarks. And obese people may not always be children. Adults may be busy and not have a whole lot of time to exercise due to work or parental duties. So this could mean that they join a weekend or an evening club. Because there's quite a lot of chances around. There's a lot of facilities around, especially Brighton, people to do such as that. Being obese may also bring health problems such as high cholesterol, high blood pressure, both relative contraindications because of how they won't stop the person participating in sport completely, and in fact, participating in exercise will help reduce these health problems due to how exercise rid of cholesterol, burn the cholesterol in arteries and vessels, open up a bigger lumen for the blood to flow through, and this will mean that your blood pressure won't be as high as it's not squeezing itself through a smaller lumen. Yeah, aerobic activities are good for this, for burning cholesterol, and I prescribe that the person runs half a mile a day for a week. They can ease themselves into running, as half a mile isn't too far, really. And you need to start people off who are anxious about sport easy, because otherwise they can stop completely. No extreme free activities. Oh yeah, put this as well, because if you have high blood pressure and you're using the Valsalva maneuver, for example, then that's going to put a lot of strain on your vessels, and I guess that gives you a higher chance of maybe having even a stroke, which is quite a severe example. But it's the only one I could think of. Elderly people or older people, as you get older, your body will deteriorate as a natural cause, and you may suffer far more physical problems and absolute contraindications. You may also suffer psychological problems such as a severe cognitive function problem, such as Alzheimer's or schizophrenia. It has been proven that different types of yoga will help the mind be more settled, and some sufferers with mental illness can become frustrated at themselves during, so doing yoga at least once a day or more times if they're feeling stressed and need to calm down, and this will improve their psychological state. It may not rid of any of the illnesses altogether, but it will improve the quality of their life. Osteoporosis is also a big problem for those who want to still play contact sport like football or rugby, but they can't because of how their osteoblasts or class are not as efficient as they were in their youth. I've stated it as a relative contraindication, as you can still go through exercise that is non-contact, like yoga, because there's drastically less chance of you becoming injured. There's also a lot of places which now offer swim clubs for those that want to do extra activities, seeing as how yoga may become boring and repetitive after a while. And now, as 3 swim a day or a couple of swim classes a week, we'll really see some benefits, especially with range of movement around joints. However, the latter may be a financial barrier. Swim can also benefit those suffering from arthritis, as their joints and range of movement are not constricted and the movements feel weightless. Regular massage as well can target the affected areas and relieve any pain around those joints. Mix this with swimming and you may gain some range of movement back. Effective massage can be painful, however, so I'd recommend only a massage once a week or once every 2 weeks to avoid any aggravation on bones or muscles, especially for those with osteoporosis.